I want it to be accurate. I know what they are, but I want to know at a glance because when you Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have took out and replaced a couple different colors in my studio palette, and I am going to make a new swatch sheet for this palette because I had it up here, but there are several colors that I replaced, so I want it to be accurate. I know what they are, but I want to know at a glance because when you look at these, they are all pretty dark, and sometimes you have a problem with telling the difference. So, I might want to go into Naphtide Maroon and I might think, oh, it's here, but actually it's here. So just to have a reference, I've cut out a piece of paper. I've used my old swatch that goes in my palette up here. This is the Magello palette. I love this palette. It's a seal tight. You can close it when it's wet. These are Daniel Smith paints. So I just, they tend to, if you leave them for a while and don't use them, they tend to really dry out and then they'll slip out. They'll kind of fall out. But, I took a magic eraser to this palette when it was new. And if you take it and just abrase it a little bit, then, your mixes won't bead up and your paint will stick a little bit better into the individual pans. I like that. Also, another reason I like this palette is because my brushes fit well and I'm not digging into a half pan. So there's 18 colors here. Sometimes if I want a different color and I just use it very infrequently, I'll put it in a half pan and then just kind of stick it in there. And, I might stick it up here with a glue dot or some blue tack or something like that. So that's what I do. I typically don't have a lot of extra colors, but because this serves me pretty well in mixing. But I have a couple other palettes that I do have extra colors that I have stuck into the palette itself. So let's get started. I've took this swatch sheet and I have just cut a template out, and I'm just going to nothing has to be perfect, so I'm just going to kind of line these up, and I'm not even going to take a ruler. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and make my lines so I can swatch my colors. That'll go there. We'll put this here. 1, 2. All right, let's go over this side. That'll go there. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I could label them. And let's see, I'm just going to put Daniel Smith, and I'm just going to kind of label them in a kind of a shorthand. So let me get a micron so it'll be waterproof. So I'm just going to put white. I'm going to start here. And I put titanium white in here. I had buff titanium. However, it was changing some of the mixes I had because of the sandy undertone. I think buff titanium is a very useful color, so I might end up putting it in a half pan or a full pan and setting it here, but I find myself using titanium white more in the summertime to get those pastel pinks and stuff for flowers. Okay, my next color I have is Hansa Yellow Medium. And this is Raw Sienna. This is Quinacridone Gold. This is Alizarin Crimson. And I'm just putting the letters on here because they're all one brand of Daniel Smith. This is Naphtha Maroon. This is Amethyst. This is Cobalt. I'm writing some of them out. This is Kyanite, Genuine. I love this color. This is French Ultramarine Blue. This is, I believe this is Indigo. Let's just try and make sure it is. This is Indigo. This is Cerulean. This is Phthalo Blue. I believe it's green shade. Phthalo Blue green shade. And this is Phthalo Green blue shade. Phthalo Green blue shade. This is Green Apatite. That is Burnt Sienna. That's Burnt Umber. And I'll put this little one, and this is Lunar Black. That's Lunar Black. So I didn't get my lines perfect, and that's okay, because it's just a reference. And I kind of intuitively know where things are, but sometimes I'm dipping into the wrong color. So, all right, let's just do this. I'm going to get my Princeton number 8 round Aqua Elite. It doesn't have the ability to hold as much water. It's kind of a synthetic sable, and it just gives me more control. Okay, you probably won't see the white on there, which that's okay. I could have put a swatch of black on there to show you how opaque it is. But I'm just doing this for reference. It doesn't have to be pretty. Raw Sienna. Quinacridone Gold. Alizarin Crimson. Naphtha Maroon. These re-wet so easily. They're totally dry. I'm just going in with a wet brush. Let's see, the next one is Amethyst. Now that one was a little harder to re-wet. Let me work that up a little bit. Yeah, next time I go in that will probably, let me just put a dot of water in there so that can wake up. This is Cobalt. Kyanite. We might have a little trouble waking this up. Sometimes these Primatex, because they're natural. That one did pretty good. I just love that stone blue color. It's just really beautiful to me. This is French Ultramarine. This is Indigo. That's a beautiful indigo. I like this indigo, and I like A. Gallows indigo and Rosa Gallery's indigo. They're just really beautiful. Here is Cerulean. And Phthalo blue-green shade. Ooh, that's so pretty. Phthalo green-blue shade. I love this with the alizarin crimson. It makes such a beautiful dark. And then, let's see, where are we? Green Apatite Genuine. And Burnt Sienna. I had Bronzite Genuine in here, but it wasn't, it was making it difficult to get the mixes I want. So I just went back to Burnt Sienna. I thought that is going to serve me better. And then Burnt Umber, Cooler Brown, and Lunar Black. Lunar Black, I love to do trees with Lunar Black. So there we go. There is our swatch sheet. So it doesn't matter to me that it's kind of upside down. I should have went like this. I could still. And I might, but I may not. You know, I think that this will be just fine because I can go straight up and see the color. Straight up and see the color. Straight up, see the color. So it's kind of topsy-turvy, but that's okay. This is just a reference for you. So you work, you make it to where it's going to work for you. I just need to know, hey, am I dipping in this Naphthalene Maroon or am I dipping in the Amethyst? So there you go. So there is the swatch. I will put this as soon as it dries. I'll put it under this plastic. So it'll stay nice. And then I'll have a quick reference. So there you go. Thanks for joining me, and stick around for common mixes with this palette. So thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. Bye.